Sir Ed, can you please introduce yourself and describe where you are in your department?
Okay, so good afternoon or good day. I am Adrian Nelson C. Punsalan, PTRP. Currently, I am the clinical supervisor of the community-based rehabilitation of the School of Physical Therapy. So I am also their internship clinical supervisor at this point.
Okay, what was your first impression when you met the Korean internship participants?
Okay, regarding my first impression for them, I believe that upon encountering them for at least 3 months, I could say, my feedback only or my impression for them is that they have difficulty of understanding the English language as a medium of communication until now. So we have, so it's hard for them to be instructed regarding the English communication language. And overall, but still, they are eager already to participate in our different programs and different learning activities that we have in our internship program.
Okay, thank you. All right. So for the next one, we understand that there are very few CBR training placements in the physical therapy curriculum in Korea. Could you tell us what kind of difficulties these Korean interns with such backgrounds are experiencing?
Okay, regarding that matter in CBR, as far as I know, they do not have CBR in their own place. Now, it's their first time encountering really a community immersion at the Philippines in this setting. So, they have literally zero knowledge about community immersion. So, it is a very changing environment for them since it is beyond the clinics of what they experience. And also, it is not only about treatment per se, but rather you are handling an entire community, which is what the Koreans have difficulty in understanding. Why do we need to do this program? Why do we need to implement this program? Why do we need to talk to very too many people, and why there's too many administrative tasks? And aside from that is how they understand why does it need to be implemented or evaluated or being conducted. That's it.
I see. Okay. So the next one is like, what aspects do Korean interns find most challenging in the somewhat unfamiliar field of CBR?
Okay, in the unfamiliar field of CBR, okay, so if we have the unfamiliar, let me discuss briefly the familiar. They are already okay with clinical, okay? However, when it comes to the unfamiliar world of the administrative role of CBR, they find it hard or difficult in participating in conducting and implementing our various programs in CBR, such as program planning, program implementation, program evaluation. Simple as that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So for the fourth question, what differences have you noticed between Korean and Filipino students working in the field of CBR?
Okay. The difference between both is that, in all honesty, one of the main problems of what we encounter as of now is to delegate tasks to them. Okay? Even though we delegate tasks to them, it takes much of our time and effort to educate them and translate this information to them so that they will understand what to do. Because once again, the difficulty of the Korean interns is that they still are not proficient enough in the English language medium of communication. While the Filipinos, on the other hand, are adapted to that. I think this can be attributed because that the Koreans did not encounter or did not study, of course, the Filipino culture and the healthcare system of the Philippines.
Okay. All right. So what preparations would you recommend for future interns to better prepare for their CBR?
Okay. For preparation in CBR, there are only 2 things or 3 things rather you need to prepare for those future PT interns. Number one would be proficient in the English language and also the Filipino language, so that it will be colloquial to whomever you're communicating with. Given that in the community-based rehabilitation setting, or we call as CBR, you will interact with various people of various culture and social demographic factors. Number two would be prepare in more administrative roles. Given that it would be more of program planning, more of critical thinking on what to do and what to implement. And also, last but not the least, number three would be collaboration with other PT interns. Because one thing that we suffer, maybe because of the language barrier that we face, is because that we find it difficult to instruct them on what to do. Therefore, it affects also our programs in general. That's why we instruct them with only the basics of it, of program planning.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so we will move on to the sixth question. What level of practical achievement do you expect interns to reach at the CBR?
Okay, in terms of after they have accomplished CBR, they must be at least competent enough, okay, in terms of we can say globally competitive enough in order to be at least global public health professionals in the field of program planning, okay? Not only in the field of program planning, because there's also patient care. So both the administrative side of program planning and implementation of various programs that they want to achieve and want to implement in their designated community, and also the clinical aspect of the skills that we do not see in the typical hospital or clinic, because in our Filipino setting, it depends on wherever you treat and what are the available resources, because it depends again on the setting, okay, and also the patients that you encounter, whether, as I have said, the social demographics or the culture that you interact with.
So the next one is, how is communication between Korean interns and other teams within the CBR?
Okay, as far as concerned in terms of feedback accumulated from 2 months ago, in terms of communication, overall, as to communication between staff and PT interns or Korean PT interns is already okay. Okay, and aside from that, the communication between the PT interns and the Korean PT interns are already okay. However, one thing that we have to take note is that, as I have said, and I will repeat once again, is they are not proficient enough in English to understand our medium of communication. For example, the speed of how we talk, they need to understand it or make it more slower so that they will understand us. Or, for example, in instructing patients, they find it difficult on what they want to say and they have to use a translator. I understand that it is one of language barrier is a concern, but once again, if we want to make them competent enough internationally, they should be already proficient enough in the language that they will use, which is English, and also they must be prepared as well to adapt to the language also of whichever country they are going to go to.
Correct. All right. Thank you. So the next one would be like, how is the main patient population at the CBR composed, and what kind of cases do you mainly handle?
Okay. For the cases that we mainly handle in CBR right now is typically neurological cases. This can consist of stroke patients in the community or those with musculoskeletal cases like osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or osteoporosis.
Okay. What percentage of physical therapists in the Philippines choose to specialize in CBR? We're actually curious because this field is not yet common in Korea.
Okay, so if I am not mistaken with the percentage, so forgive me if I am wrong, okay? So if I could recall correctly, this is around 17% or 20% of the entire Philippines are engaged as community-based rehabilitation practitioners, just like I am.
So that's actually a lot. So there's a percentage. Okay, the next one is, do you have any interesting episodes or fun episodes to share that you've experienced with the Korean interns?
Okay, I think the most interesting one would be on January of 2025 during the time of our screening program. So wherein it's actually the kids itself from a community and how they interacted with our Korean PT interns. Actually, they are surprised. Obviously, maybe it's because of what they see in the TV and what they see in actuality. Okay, so how would they interact with one another? Actually, most of the kids during that time of our screening for scoliosis, because that's our current program, that the kids find these our two Korean PT interns interesting enough, and they are eager to take pictures with them. I think that is the most fun part with them. And also, another fun episode would be in how they handle PT management. Although, as I said, the language is a major concern, but it doesn't mean that the quality of patient care will be substandard. But still, they delivered it in at least a good quality.
Alright, so could you share some words of encouragement for the Korean interns currently participating?
In CBR?
Yes.
Okay.
For the ones that you're handling right now, or like in the first cohort. So any words of encouragement that you can share?
So as far as I can say, for all the Korean interns who will be who have rotated, who are rotating, and those who will be rotating in the future, is to always practice the English language, and always practice the English language because it would be benefit for you to be understood by a variety of people. Okay, so even though you are not here in the Philippines, you are abroad, you can apply that English language because it's a universal language. But don't forget to at least learn at least the basics of whichever language you are dealing with, especially, for example, here in the Philippines, so that it wouldn't be a hassle also for the community to adjust to your needs. Okay, so because once again, as I have said, you cater to a variety of people. Okay.
Finally, for our last question, could you give a welcome message and some advice for the Korean applicants who will be participating in the next cohort, which will be this coming June?
Okay, for our participants in the next cohort, I would highly advise you to at least study the basics, or at least be informed about the basics of public health, because this is the baseline of why we are doing this program. Although it doesn't exist in your country about community-based rehabilitation, this is the root or the framework of why are we doing these programs for the underserved community. And from this underserved community, we must use colloquial language. So you have to communicate to them to the best of your ability. So you must learn the language, culture, and also observe what are the differences of the healthcare system that you have versus we have. Okay.
So that was the last question.
Okay.
All right. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.